Okay, the next thing we're going to do is actually get ready to take this head carriage off of the machine itself. To do this, we're going to take off the bed locks, and we're going to take off the black panel on this side of the machine. There's several screws that go around the outside. They are black. So I'll just remove all those, set them inside the tray bed here. There's four small screws that go across the bottom, and then 2 on the front and back, and then also the tray bed lock. Those will all have to be removed so we can remove this panel. I've already got a couple of the screws out, just so you know. Screw off, it basically releases the side panel, so that way I can take it off and set it to the side. Alright, so now what we're going to do is we have access to the side of the printer here. Okay, first thing we're going to have to do is take off this side panel, so that way we can bring this off and take this belt off. Okay, so the first screws we take out is you have your 2 base screws down here. I want to set these apart from the other screws down here on this little bed down here. Now I have to take off the other screws that are connecting this side panel. You've got 1 screw here, 1 screw here, here, and there's also one up on the front here that connects this front bar. So we'll take those out. So then very gently, basically kind of wiggle this thing off. And then these little posts right here, you'll have to lift this bar out so that way it releases it. And the poles will drop, okay? So just be real careful with that. Alright, so once you have this panel off on the side, you can set it back in the back. And then we will have to remove these little stoppers right on the edge here. To do that, we'll need a pair of tweezers again. There's a little spring or a little tab in there that's holding this on. So what you do is just push that tab back and kind of pull back on it so that way it can wiggle off. Just be real gentle when you do it so the other little posts behind it don't fall off as well. Alright, so when we take these off the post here, you have the little cornering bracket, and you have a couple little washers. They're really thin, so be careful not to drop them or anything. Alright, there's 2 that look like this. They have a little bit of a curve to them. And they will face towards the, as they're on the machine, they will face towards the outside, so the springs will go towards the inside. I'm sorry. The springs will be on the outside of this one, and then it fits back on this way. And we'll come back to that as well when we're putting it back together. We'll do the same thing for the back one as well. Okay.